Hey guys, how's it going? This is your love weekly reading, okay? This is for the sign of Aries. Alright, so I'm gonna get into the spread. Alright, root of the reading, Queen of Pentacles, not upright, not reversed, okay? Trouble grounding. Recent past energy is the Judgment card reversed. Okay, so trouble making a judgment or holding on to feeling extra guilty about something, like kind of beating yourself up over something, but it could also be a delayed judgment as well. Present energy is the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, Aries. Challenge and the focus is the Magician, and then the focus is the Knight of Cups reversed. Okay. Conscious thoughts and our desires is Temperance reversed. Alright. And I think I'm going to leave the near future energy more towards the end. So I'm going to get into the spread and kind of talk about what I'm seeing here. So the root of the reading, I feel like in the distant past, you may have had trouble grounding yourself in some way. That's basically what the Queen of Pentacles is. It's wanting to ground ourselves, but having trouble doing it. So this could have been financially, but it could also be self-worth, health-wise. I just feel like there was some trouble in the material department. So trouble recognizing your self-worth or trying to gain some sort of stability or some sort of balance over how you view yourself. It could also just be money, you know, maybe you're depleting your energy levels. Just trouble feeling grounded. So in a love situation, this could very well be just not seeing your worth or seeing it, but then not fully seeing it. Now, the good thing about this card is that a lot of times we do it. A lot of times, most energies are like this. As humans, nothing is ever like perfect. You know, it's never going to be perfect. So, I feel like don't really get too into this. This is just the foundation. And this is probably why your conscious thoughts and or desires is Temperance reversed. It's just because, like they keep saying, you just have trouble grounding yourself. And you've always had trouble grounding yourself. Maybe you've always been somebody who was too, you know, maybe you had trouble balancing home life and work life, love life and career. Maybe you've always been someone who had a difficult time doing that. Or just your home life has been unbalanced. Like it's just always been like that. It's okay, you know, at least it's not reversed, you know. You try and you're trying the best that you can do. So it's not anything to beat yourself up over. But if you're having trouble with your relationship or with your life in some way, because I feel like there is something in your life, possibly your relationship if you are in one, or just your love life if you aren't in a relationship, or even if you are in a relationship, where things could feel a little out of whack this week, or you could be feeling a little impatient, or you just feel like things aren't really flowing the way that they should flow. It's possibly because there just is trouble getting grounded, you know, that's all. In the recent past, something may have happened. Something may have happened that was a little hard for you to stomach, or there were choices that you had to make that you kind of put off for later, or they were just a little too difficult for you to make. Now, when it is hard for you to make a judgment, a lot of times it's because it's a hard judgment to make. It's something that we're holding on to too tightly, or it's something that we've just grown accustomed to for so long that it's almost hard for us to let it go. So I'm going to have a look at what this judgment energy is, and that's the High Priestess. It's not upright, it's not reversed. I really feel like just start grounding yourself a little more. Maybe meditate more, go out in nature more, do less. You know, maybe, you know, if you're somebody who works all the time, maybe take more time off from work. Or if you're someone who constantly needs to be doing stuff, because I know I'm reading for Aries, so I have to kind of realize who I'm reading for. Then maybe take more time to be still, because it almost seems like there is stillness. Stillness is very much necessary for you right now, Aries. I mean, we have all the calm cards, having the energy of you know, the peaceful major arcana, temperance. Whoa, what was that? What's fucking my garbage? Okay, so the energy of, like, you know, the peaceful major arcana. So temperance, judgment, the high priestess, and even the queen. Sorry. The high priestess and even the queen of pentacles. They're very peaceful energies. They're kind of sublime. So even, you know, those energies are kind of suffering. They've been suffering. So if you're single and you're wondering why you've been single for so long, especially if you're a lady, you know, if you're feminine, your feminine energy needs some grounding, and you need to sit still. You need to sit still. You know, when you're constantly in masculine energy mode, which is, you know, taking action, your feminine body suffers. And it could happen where your feminine health has suffered. You know, maybe you are having trouble in some way in your feminine department. Taking time to be still, taking time to just take time would truly benefit you right now. Because especially if you're trying to manifest love, I don't know what you're trying to manifest, because I see that with the magician here, that's what you're focused on. You're trying to bring something to fruition. You need balance between dark and light, balance between masculine and feminine, balance between yin and yang. For something to ground down into reality, you need balance, you need contrast, and you need, you know, positive. You know what I mean? So if you're going, that's great. But if you don't ground yourself, you can't materialize anything. So yeah, I think in the recent past, there's a judgment that needed to be made. It's different for all of you guys with the high priestess here. I could keep going for days and days about what this judgment could have been, but I feel like all of you guys who are watching this, you know what this judgment is. I don't need to go any further into it. It is a difficult judgment for you to make, and that's why it's important for you to be still. All right? And it's going to keep hanging out. The judgment won't go away. You can't ignore it until it goes away. That's not how judgment works. It'll just stick around for years and years, until you deal with it or until you release it. Okay? So let's have a look at why, right? Why this was your recent past energy, or why this is your recent past energy. And it's because of the world's reversed. So I think you're resistant on concluding a cycle in your life that's just ready to leave. Something in your life is ready to go. It's different for all of you guys. It could be a project. It could be a partnership. It could be a relationship. It could just be old feelings, resentments. This high priestess energy, you're going to know it for yourself, and it's different for everybody. But you know what this is. You could be trying to deny what it is. You could be trying to put it off. I feel like put it off is the best way for me to put it. The major arcanas are godly energies. So this is energy that these major arcana in tarot are the trump cards. These cards trump you. They trump, you know, the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. They trump the Knight of Cups. They trump the Queen of Pentacles. They trump that. All right? So these energies, they trump whatever you're trying to do. So, you know, it's only to bring you benefit. It's only so you can advance in your life. It's only so that you could go to the next phase of your life. But you're just putting off going to another phase in your life. And you've been doing this since the recent past. And you could have been doing it because maybe you have trouble with money. You know what I mean? But money's not a big thing in spirit. Money's nothing to them. So if you need the money for something, you're gonna get the money. Don't worry about it. What's most important for you right now is this judgment energy. This energy in the recent past, this is extremely important. You need to make a judgment here, because a cycle will not conclude. A cycle that's ready to conclude, it's like when you are ready to graduate from college, you have all your credits, everything is completed, you have all the credits, you just have to hit apply for graduation, and you're refusing to apply for graduation because you're gonna miss your friends, or because you just like being a student in college. It's kind of like, but you're done, you know, like there's nothing else that you could possibly learn here. All right, Aries, but you're ready to advance to another level, but you got to make a judgment. This is a heavy judgment. It feels a little difficult for some of you guys, but it's something that you have to do. Like, it's kind of like you're alive, you breathe. It's kind of like, as a child, you hit a certain age, you have to go through puberty. This is kind of the same thing. It's a judgment that you have to make. It's it's kind, you have to make this judgment. All right, it's different for all of you guys. All right, so the present energy is the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. I definitely think you're working on something. I definitely feel like some of you guys could be doing home improvement, or you could be working on your parents. You could be working out, or you could be working on, if some of you guys are learning how to do makeup or learning how to be fit, learning how to take care of your skin. You guys are trying to take care of your parents, and that's great. That's wonderful. But it's like, if you're trying to take care of your skin, but your health or your diet is garbage, your skin's always going to look like trash. It's like when people have like really large pores, no shade. It's like when people have large pores, and that's no shade. I don't know who's watching this. Everybody's different, But when you have those large pores and you have a lot of blackheads in them and all that stuff, or just a lot of pus in them, and you're trying to put products on top of your skin to clean your skin, so your skin looks better, but you should eat a lot of greasy foods, or you don't get enough vitamins in your day. It's kind of like, well, your skin's not going to look any better, because health and beauty starts from the inside out. So that's great what you're trying to do. I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying you would have better results if you did the grounding work, which is the spiritual work, which is releasing, which you've had the opportunity to do this. You're just refusing to do it, or you're refusing to let something go because it's hard for you to let it go. The list goes on and on. So I see here presently, you're definitely working on something. You could be working on your relationship, working on your parents, trying to lose weight. That's the Queen of Wands. That's what she represents. Trying to be beautiful, some of you guys, trying to, work on your fitness, get out, work out, run outside, whatever. And that's great. I'm not trying to discourage you. I think that's great. I want to have a closer look at what this is, though. The Two of Cups reversed. You can have a relationship. Some of you guys, you can have a relationship in your life that, maybe there's an emotional disconnect, or there's just trouble in paradise. That's the Two of Cups reversed, trouble in paradise. Or maybe you're wanting to rekindle or reconcile, and it's not really happening, or it's happening. It's going to happen if it's meant to happen, which with the Two of Cups, it definitely feels fated. But like I'm saying, if you have trouble, right, with grounding yourself, if you're that person that's go, 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 and I feel like this reading is for a lady. It could be for a guy too, but I'm picking up for a lady. If you're go, 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 and let's say you own a company and you just have to be go, go, go. If you don't sit still and tune into your feminine energy, and the Two of Cups is connecting feminine and masculine, then how is this going to work? What are you fixing? No shade. No shade, baby. I'm not here to shade. I'm just saying, because I see you out here trying to work on this. I really do. And you're doing what you feel like you need to be doing, but you're doing the same thing over and over again. You're doing what you did before in the past, which led you to where you are now, so it's not going to work. All right, so let's have a look at why we're having, have a look at why we are having this Queen of Wands energy in the present. Page of Cups reversed. So I think that communication is trouble. We have the Star here, so I think you do have a lot of star guidance. This is going to work out just fine. Don't worry, it's going to be fine. I just feel like you need to take care of yourself. Like, there's internal work that needs to be done that has nothing to do with the other person. Like, so I think there's trouble in communication. Maybe the love is in and out, or feelings are up and down, or it's not really romantic like that. Like, that's the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is the poet. Maybe he doesn't write you poems anymore, or he doesn't buy you flowers and stuff like that. Stuff like girls that ladies want. Or if you're a guy and you're trying to connect with a woman, and you feel like she's mean to you, but it's like, but you don't really step in that masculine role, or you're not really tuning into your feminine energy for you to know, for you to know what you would want. You know what I mean? Like, if someone is reflecting outside to you that they're this or they're that, what is it inside that is attracting that? I don't know, like, if you get what I'm trying to say, but I think that there is trouble in paradise a little bit. And you're trying to fix it, which is good. You're not ignoring it, but the solution to it lies within, right? Okay, so the challenge and the focus. You're focused on manifesting something. You're probably, the magician is a fixer, so you're focused on trying to fix this, right? Or your challenge is trying to fix this, but your focus is on, I feel like there's just the devil, right? And I'm not saying the whole relationship needs to go by the garbage. That's not what I'm feeling at all. Sometimes I feel that. I think in this situation, there actually is a lot of love here. But it's just like emotionally, Page of Cups, Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, all reverse. Judgment, reverse, that's emotional. Temperance, that also has to do with some sort of emotion. The High Priestess, these are watery energies. And feminine energies, they're all reverse. So it's a need to purge. The emotions need to be purged out. But I get it. All right. I'm going to put some of these cards away so I could look to the top of this reading. Look to the conscious thoughts and our desires. Conscious thoughts and our desires. Temperance, reversed. So what you're thinking about how things aren't working. You're thinking about how it's not moving fast enough. I understand that, but it's a major arcana, so just let it take its time. Anytime a major arcana is reversed, the energy's there. You're just not letting it in. So this situation requires patience and time. Patience and time. And I feel like some of you guys also have a guardian angel as well. Temperance is also a guardian angel that's trying to work in your life, but you're not letting it in. You stopped letting it in the recent past here. Listen, I just read the cards. So it's kind of like, I feel like this situation here, it definitely bothers you, and you definitely want things to get better, but you're not allowing the time for it to get better. So what I'm trying to say is, it will get better. It will get better. Let me turn it around. Let me just say, this is going to get better. You have to give it time. All right. The Tower reversed. You have to give this time. It's not just going to, it's not just going to snap and, be better. This needs to take time, because maybe the fact that it's taking time, this is avoiding a huge catastrophe occurring. Things taking time and happening in the way that it's meant to happen is avoiding a major catastrophe. You building a building or tower on an unsolid, bad foundation. This is protection, but I feel like you're definitely feeling impatient, and you're feeling like it's not going to happen, but you just need to be patient, a little more patient, and just flow with the times. All right, but let's see. There's always a valid reason why we feel like this. Let's see why you're feeling, because I feel like it's no give and take. It's no give and take. Some of you guys, I'm hearing money is a problem. Because if your life purpose, this is a reading on your life purpose, and you're having trouble with, and your life purpose is like your career, and you're having trouble with money, of course you're going to be like, well, when is it coming? I need money. Of course. And, you're getting impatient because you need money. And I understand that. But if you got to be patient, because if you're not, and you get the money now, it's going to blow up in your face. Not now, but probably 10 years down the line, when you really need it to not blow up in your face, it's going to blow up in your face. They're trying to avoid, the universe is trying to avoid a catastrophe, is what I keep hearing. So you just got to be patient to allow this thing to work out in the right time, and it's peaceful. So I know why you're feeling like, oh, I want this to happen. There's no give and take. Or, you know, if you're trying to be in a relationship and you're doing the work on yourself, because this is for, you know, could be for a lot of people, could be a little bit of people. You know, let's say you're like, oh, you know, I'm working on myself and my body and on my this and on my that, which is great. You know, you're working on being attractive. You're working on being positive. That's also the Queen of Wands. And you're like, but I can't find a man, or I can't find a woman, or whatever. Well, you know, maybe you also need to be working on your self-value. Maybe you don't really value yourself in the right way. Maybe you don't really value yourself in the right way, or you don't see your self-worth. So even if you attract somebody in, they will treat you badly. You know, so you gotta kind of be grateful for how things are going, because it's always a blessing, even if it's in disguise. All right, so let's just be a little more patient. You gotta make a judgment. You are not making this judgment. You weren't making in the recent past. It's hard for you to let something go, right? You're at the end, judgment, the world. You're done with something. All you have to do is let it go. And that's what you're doing right now. It's taking time. This is something that's a little harder for you to do, so you have to give yourself time. And, you know, don't beat yourself up. That's all. I mean, I didn't pull your present energy, but I'm sure your energy, you know, maybe you not really, I don't feel like someone is super happy, you know, because, you know, you're feeling it in a real way. You're feeling it materially. You're feeling it physically. You're seeing it happen around you. It's in your home. It's in your relationship. It's, you know, it's in your bank account. They understand that, but it's better you're broke now than you're broke 10 years down the line and you got 4 kids to feed. It's better you are single now than you're in a relationship with a narcissist for 25 years. You know what I'm trying to say? Or you're in a relationship with somebody who is not on your level and then you have to get a divorce. So just this you need to just be patient, and you have to work on letting things go. It's a hard judgment. This is not easy for you. You got to give yourself time. Do the work that you're doing now, you know, but also you're making a judgment as well. You've been making it, and it's not an easy judgment. It's not easy. It's not easy. But once you're done doing it, you're done with the cycle in your life. You're done with the phase. You're done with the 21-year phase. And you're moving on to something else. So this is positive. You're almost done. You just have to be a little more patient. All right, so near future energy is the Hierophant. There we go. There we go. I feel like some of you guys are accepting what I'm saying. I feel like some of you guys are really embodying this, and you're trusting, because this really means a lot to you. This really means a lot to you guys. You know, whatever this is very like important to you. You know, and that's amazing. That's good. It's good to have something that's important. It's good to be with somebody that is important to us. You know, and there are amazing relationships that, you know, you have your bad times. It's okay. But with the Hierophant here, I'm so relieved, because this is, you know, this is a stronger faith. This could also mean stronger commitment, especially since this is love. Some of you guys, you know, maybe if this is your person, and maybe you guys have had trouble, your person could finally, you know, be showing more signs of commitment, because you're showing more signs of commitment. It's major arcana. All I've seen in this reading is God. I see God working in your life. Like, God is really here for you. Like, I think most cards in this reading, if not half of them, are major arcana. So this week, you gotta just let Spirit do the work. There's really nothing that you need to do. All you really need to do is just be patient and just allow. That's beautiful, you know? So I really feel like this Queen of Wands energy, keep doing it. Honestly, I have a look at this energy here now. So, you know, now I know that, you know, it's not bad for you. I just really want you to take a look at this energy here, the recent past, and keep letting go, keep releasing, keep ascending, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you started doing in the past, right? And also keep grounding yourself, keep getting balanced, keep learning your value and your worth. Because it's not like you're doing anything wrong. I just feel like you're impatient. So I don't want you to think that I think you're doing anything wrong. It's just other things need to be added as well to have a better outcome, or to get what you want more, right? So I'm going to have a look at this Hierophant energy. All right, let's have a look at what this Hierophant energy is about in the near future. It's about the King of Wands reversed. So I think that if there was trouble, all here is it's going to go your way, right? So I think that if there is someone is lazy, or you feel like someone is, you know, they're not enthusiastic, or they're just not. I mean, the King of Wands is like, I mean, everybody wants King of Wands to be their man. You know what I mean? He got money. He's attractive. He shows you a lot of attention. He likes to go on trips. You know, he likes to go adventure. Who doesn't like the King of Wands? Especially the Queen of Wands. You know, and I feel like someone is realizing that, hey, you know what? Maybe, you know, I haven't really been that person. You know, I really have been kind of lazy, or I've been kind of self-centered, wrapped up in my own stuff, and I have not really been showing you that attention. I haven't really been that supportive person in your life. And that's someone admitting something. And also with the, I just saw the Ace of Pentacles, so laying a solid foundation. Like, this is solid, right? This is a union that is recognized in spirit. This is great. This is very positive. Why do we have this Hierophant energy coming in? Nine of Cups. Because you wanted it. Because this is what you want. This is leading you to what you want. So for a lot of you guys, this is a strengthened commitment. Even if you already are in a commitment, your commitment is strengthening. This person is stepping more onto the plate if they ever could. Some of you guys could be getting engaged, the Hierophant. And even if you're not getting engaged this week, the engagement is coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. You know? But it's like Spirit wants you to get engaged, you know, in style. You know, they want you to get engaged in a place where you're grounded and where you're like a baddie through and through. Or if this is your life purpose, right? Then the Hierophant represents more learning, you know, understanding yourself more. And, you know, as you understand yourself more, you ascend. The Hierophant is higher levels. So you're ascending as well. Your beliefs ascend, so you ascend. And so, you know, maybe you're focused on making a little bit of money, but what the universe is trying to get you is even more money for what you do. But it's going to take time. This is positive regardless. This is learning. This is committing. This is committing. Everybody likes the Hierophant in a love reading. I don't know who doesn't. All right. So let's get your Oracle energy. All right. So the Oracle energy we have is Garnet. Purification and then detoxification. I could have told you that. All right. So it's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. So you're really releasing. You're just letting a lot of toxic and negative things go right now. And you need time for that. You need time to recover. You need time to heal. That's what's happening. So just be patient, you know, keep doing what you're doing, but also catch yourself when you're being impatient. Remember, your foundation, you're Aries. God blesses certain people with certain things. You are not a Taurus. You are not a Capricorn. You are Aries. So the fact that this is even in your reading and it's not reversed is clap for yourself. Because it's really hard to be this lady when you're not naturally, like you weren't born in that energy. You understand? So you're trying and you're doing good, but just try to be a little more patient. That's all. Things are working out. You're learning. Your person's learning. You know, if you're single, your beliefs are changing. You're learning more about yourself. So you attract the person who's really meant for you. You know, so don't underestimate or don't, you know, turn your nose up to when things take time, because it really is taking time because it's trying to really bless you. All right, so that's what I have for you. Let's detox. Let's let a lot of toxic things go. Let's let a lot of toxic people go out of our lives, right? Let's pay attention to what doesn't feel good so we can know what does. You're doing the right thing, all right? You're doing the right thing, you know, you're on the right path. Just be patient, all right? Aries, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I am the Spiritual Barbie once again. I don't think I said that in the beginning. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.